Musical Misfits. In the distance, down a long avenue of stately trees, Sarah and Jamie could see a tent with a line of flags fluttering overhead. As they drew nearer, they realized the tent was an enormous, gaily colored marquee. Noblemen and women, dressed in the most extravagantly decorated clothes, were wandering to and fro, talking and laughing loudly.
Now, why don't we ever get invited to parties like that?
I think fancy dress parties are stupid. Look at all those people wearing silly hats with gigantic feathers. They look totally ridiculous.
I'm not so sure it is fancy dress.
Looks very fancy to me.
What I mean is, I think we may have stepped into another century again. Look, the ordinary people walking around this park, they haven't been invited to the party, but they're not dressed like us, are they?
OK, if you're so clever, which century?
I wouldn't bet on it, but how about the 18th?
Well, they all look like a load of toffee-nosed... Ah!
Watch out for the rope, Jamie. It was put there to keep people like you out.
Very funny.
Well done, Jamie. You've fallen at someone's feet.
I say, watch out for my shoes, will you? Those buckles take a lot of polishing. In fact, all my clothes are rather expensive, so please be careful.
Blimey, what have you come as? And where did you get that wig?
Oh, look, Maria, a peasant.
I am not a peasant.
Oh, aren't you? I'm sorry, but you do look awfully like one, you know.
Oh, yeah?
We're travellers from another century. My name's Sarah, and this is my brother, Jamie.
Brother and sister, just like us. I'm Maria, and this is Franz.
Yes, Franz Friedrich, actually. You've probably heard of me. I'm a musical prodigy.
Well, I think musical prodigies...
I suppose there's no chance of an invitation to the party.
You want to go in there? You must be mad. We're guests of honour, as usual. And I can honestly say, it's the dullest party I've ever been to. And I've been to a few.
We have to do this practically every day. First we play our music, and then we have to stand around for hours while everyone gushes. It can get on your nerves.
Doesn't sound too bad to me. You're like pop stars. I could do that myself.
Pop stars? What are those, pray?
Oh, never mind.
I tell you what, why don't we swap places?
What do you mean?
Just for the day, that is. That way we can go to the party and you two can have a day of freedom.
Well, I'm not sure. Someone might find out.
I think it's a brilliant idea. Perhaps you're not peasants after all.
Just one snag. We won't have to play any music, will we? Because neither of us can play a note.
No, don't worry about that. We've done our playing for today. Now come on, we'll all have to swap clothes.
What? I'm not going to wear those silk stockings and breeches. I absolutely refuse.
Oh, come on. You'll have to do it now. We can change behind that tree.
I love this red silk ball gown of yours, Maria. I could get used to wearing this.
Have a look at yourself in my mirror. It really suits you.
Oh, yes.
Well, I feel a right twit in this lot.
Hang on. The outfit's not complete without the wig. You'd better look after it, though. It's my best one.
Is it? Let's have a look in that mirror, Sarah. Oh, no. It looks like next door's cat to me.
Well, I love my new clothes. They're so much more comfortable. What do you call these?
They're jeans, and that's called a sweatshirt.
Come on, Franz. We can have some fun for a change.
Coming.
Let's join the party now, Jamie.
Do you think anyone will notice we're imposters?
They haven't so far. Let's enjoy it while it lasts. This is the life, eh?
You bet. That's 5 autographs I've been asked for so far. It's great to be a star.
The Emperor's carriage. It's the Emperor's messenger. What on earth can he want?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Following the sensational success of the musical prodigies, the wonderful Friedrich children, Franz and Maria, the Emperor and Empress of Austria desire and command them to play at the palace this very afternoon.
Oh, no.
The carriage will take them at once.
Oh, how wonderful.
step this way. Children, the Emperor's carriage awaits.
If we must.
Yes, indeed you must. It's an order.
Help! What are we going to do, Jamie? We can't play anything.
Just play it cool. We'll think of something.
Now that's my idea of heaven, Maria. A cake shop. I could just fancy a slice of apple strudel.
But we haven't got any money.
Don't worry about that. Just follow me.
I'm not sure about this.
Good day, my dear old shopkeeper. My sister and I are about to honour your shop by partaking of 2 slices of your apple strudel.
Oh, are you?
We have no money to pay, but you'll be able, in years to come, to put a blue plaque outside your shop saying, "The great Franz Friedrich ate strudel here." And now I bid you good day.
Not so fast, Sonny. I'll just have my strudel back, thank you. So, you're Friedrich, the musical prodigy, are you?
I am. And I want strudel.
Well, I am the Emperor of China. And I want the pair of you out of here. Go on.
Ah, look at me. I'm all covered in mud.
Never mind that now. Look, it's Jamie and Sarah.
And that's the Emperor's coach. Oh no, they must be going to the palace. Come on, we have to get there first, or my entire reputation will be ruined.
Always thinking of yourself. I must say I'm sick of it. Who cares a jot for your reputation? When the Emperor discovers Sarah and Jamie aren't musical geniuses like us, he'll throw them into the darkest, deepest dungeon he can find.
Oh yes, I see what you mean. I didn't think.
We'll start. Come on, there's no time to lose.
This way, please.
I'm afraid my fingers are terribly tired.
Yes, you see, we've played already today.
And once a day is really the limit for prodigies.
Yes, or we might run out of prodigiousness.
Don't want to keep them waiting. You remember what happened last year.
What?
To those musicians the Emperor didn't like.
Oh, those.
Well, what happened to them?
Nobody knows.
Oh, great.
Please come in. The Emperor and his family await you.
Wow, some place this. All those crystal chandeliers. Oh no, they're not expecting me to play that harp, are they?
What on earth are we going to do? I've never even touched a flute before in my life.
Maybe we can bluff it out. I can pluck a few strings on the harp.
Oh, that's going to be really prodigious.
Why are these musicians keeping us waiting? Captain!
Your Majesty.
Get on with it.
Okay, here goes.
Stop! What is this about? Is this some sort of joke, young lady? You, Friedrich, play the flute. Well, go on!
I've got a nasty feeling that we're just about to find out what happened to last year's musicians.
Play something quick.
Just what is the meaning of this caterwauling?
Hey, Jamie, the real prodigies. Franz and Maria. They've just arrived outside. I just saw them out the window.
We've got to think fast.
I know.
This harp is totally out of tune. I must have a moment with my brother in private to fix it. Yes.
Oh, very well. But get a move on.
Come, and I'll show you to the anteroom.
Look out the window, Jamie. There, we're saved. It's Franz and Maria.
Only problem is that guard doesn't want to let them in. He probably doesn't believe them.
It's up to us then. Come on, Jamie. Oh no! What are we going to do now? The guard's got a massive dog to help him.
Come along, you two.
I'm the great Franz Friedrich. Let's go with me at once.
That's enough of your sauce. You can wait in here until I get the captain.
Oh no! The guards lock Franz and Maria in that shed.
Oh well, we can still escape. I never liked that Franz much anyway.
Are you crazy? We can't just leave them there to rot. Suppose nobody believes who they are and puts them to death or something.
You've got a point there.
We got them into this mess and we've got to get them out.
All right. I was just joking. Look, the guard's going.
Yes, but he's left the dog to guard the shed. How are we going to get rid of it? It looks pretty fierce.
I know. I'll hide behind this bush and play it a nice little tune.
He's coming for you. He must think you're a bird.
Quick, unlock the shed door while the dog's not looking. Get off! Get off me, you brute! Hey! That's Franz's precious wig you've just gone off with. The guard's coming. We've got to get changed, quick.
What about my best wig? What have you done with it?
Sorry, no time to explain. You looked right to it in it anyway.
Hurry up, Jamie. The guard's going to get here any minute. He's got the captain with him this time. Get out the shed and I'll bolt the door again.
Just a couple of wretched kids, Captain. I'll show you, sir.
We went into the garden to tune the harp, and this idiot arrested us.
You fool! They were playing to the Emperor and Empress.
But
I don't want to hear any excuses. Get back to your post and consider yourself lucky not to be shot!
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
What happened to your wig, Master Friedrich?
I took it off. It was too hot. Besides, it made me look a right twit.
They certainly are good.
Prodigious. A bit better than me, eh?
Never mind. At least a dog like you're playing. Look, there he is, still chewing your wig. He definitely thinks it's next door's cat.
The music in musical Misfits is taken from Mozart's flute and harp concerto in C major. At the start of the first movement, Allegro, the strings, along with the flute and harp, play the Allegro's main theme. Then the flute, accompanied by the harp, takes the main tune. The flute still has the main tune, but is interrupted by the harp. Now the harp is given the main tune. The coda begins. This is the only part of the piece where the soloists do not have to play what the composer wrote. They can make up their own variations to show off their skills. the coda ends, and the orchestra joins in to play the first tune again and bring the movement to an end. In the second movement, Andantino, the flute and harp play the main theme, a slow, gentle lullaby. The harp takes the main tune, accompanied by the flute and strings. The main theme returns, played by the flute, accompanied by the harp and strings. At the start of the coda, the flute plays rippling passages to imitate those of the harp. At the end, the orchestra joins in with the main tune as the movement comes to a close. The lively third movement, rondo, begins with noisy, scurrying passages from the strings. This time it's the harp, not the flute, that plays the main theme first. But the flute isn't far behind. Then both solo instruments play the main theme together before the strings join in. In the last coda, both the flautist and the harpist can really show off their skills. Scurrying strings bring the coda to an end. But just before the movement's end, the flute and harp have one last solo. These are just some of the highlights of Mozart's flute and harp concerto. You are bound to discover more every time you listen.